Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we come to you live each and every day so you can learn more about Luminous, what we have to offer, ask questions as we go along. Hey Candy, how are you? So yeah, we cover everything. So we cover everything from airbrushing to color cosmetics to skincare. Anything you guys want to see, we cover. And so I was going to do some eyes on this one. And so we're going to do kind of a neutral eye. I don't know. We'll just kind of roll with it and see what happens. And then we'll airbrush because we always airbrush. We always cover the basics, what we have, and all of that. So let's go in here and look at one of our starter kits. This is our icon. It comes with makeup. All of our starter kits come with makeup. So it comes with 2 bottles of foundation, bottle of love, and a bottle of blush. Now we give you the 2 bottles of foundation, the 2 large bottles. They're going to be similar in color, but a little different. And that's so you can color match. When you're picking your starter kit, all you have to do is pick a range because airbrushing is very forgiving and very easy to work with. When we're going over the beginning and what we want you to do, that's going to help you prepare on how to airbrush perfectly. And so we want you to practice. We want you to use these 2 bottles and really go in there and practice. We now with the blush and the love, the blush is a super high pigment blush. So you're only using like 2 drops at a time and that's it. And then love is very, it's a hydrating illuminator. It's going to give you some luminosity, but not like woo-woo shine or anything like that. Here are our steps to getting started. As soon as you get it out of the box, plug it in, turn it on, and there's air that comes out. It feels so good, so amazing. It's so relaxing. But just move this across and just keep moving your stylus and just feel that air. That's going to help you understand where the makeup's going, because wherever you feel the air is where the makeup will be. So it takes that guesswork out of the factor. I mean, it really will tell you exactly where to go. And then you definitely want to pull back super light on that trigger, so you're not letting a lot of the product out, because you're letting very little product out. Yeah, Candy, I said hi. Did you not hear me? Huh. I wonder what's going on. It seems like every time we're having some issues with the tube. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the light. I'm using our concealers. I'm going to use the lighter one to do a little bit of hiding of my dark circle or the darkness on my lid. You can do the sponge, the blender, or you can use your finger. It is messing up. Oh, I don't know what's going on. It seems somebody was having trouble earlier too, that it was coming in and out. So I will have to let them know that. All right, so I'm just going to put this right on my lid, and we are going to do eyes first. I am going to grab the translucent powder and do just a little bit of powdering, because since this is a cream base, I want to set it. And I just want to powder the lid. Now, what this is going to do, it helps where it doesn't crease, but then it creates a great neutral color right on my lid. I'll go ahead and use our Nude and Naughty. Let's see, or do I want to use this one? Let's see. I might use the Nude and the Nude and Naughty. So I might use this one. And You have like 36 shades in that one. So let's see what we shall do. Oh, I have a big old table and I still need more room. All right. So here we go. Let's go in with a neutral color. And I'll go in, this is a very neutral matte color. It's probably going to be about the same color that I put, yeah, it is. So if I was in a hurry, don't necessarily think I would do this just because, I mean, look, you really can't even tell the difference. Sometimes, however, applying the light neutral eyeshadow on top allows a little more slip and a little more blending, or, you know, it's just softer and allows a little more blending to happen. So if you have problems blending, then I have something in my eye, then you might want to be able to do, or you might want to do that just to make sure that when you blend it, it'll blend fine. All right, so now let's use, let me get a couple of these. I'm gonna get a couple of blending brushes. I'm like, I know they're here. I know they're here. There. Okay. All right. So I have two blending brushes. One's a little bit larger than the other. And I'm going to take, there's just so many different options. I'm going to use this terracotta color in the nude palette, and it's it's called Sand. And I'm going to use this in my crease. Super light, just blending that back and forth. Now you can use the brush to get the product on and then go in and blend it. So I've seen people even use like, you know, like a flat eyeshadow brush like this and just get the product on that way. And then you can go back to blend. But honestly, I find that, you know, our colors are super pigmented, and so they go on. And so I don't need that extra step or have to dig in the palette to make sure I'm getting the product, because it goes on famously. So I'm just going to blend this a little bit more. And I'm doing this more in the crease and then above. So I'm blending it to the crease and then up. Now, if you do get a little, like, have a little more crinkles on the inside, one thing you can do is when you're blending it, look down and out, and that's going to stretch your eye so it can smooth that out for you. Just a suggestion. All right, now I'll go in with the dark brown, and I'm going to use that right in my crease and make kind of a V shape. But I think I'm going to stick, let's do it a little bit differently. I'm just going to stick right on the lid. So crease and down. And I know a lot of you like will hold your eye and do different things. I try not to, even though it might go on a little bit better to stretch it out, but I don't want to create more issues. So I'm going to blend that out a little bit more. Now, see, I am getting a little bit of hiccups right there. And so I will go in and make sure I kind of raise my eyebrows to make sure that it is stretching to the where I don't have the hiccups or the speed bumps. And then I'm going back over with the terracotta color and sand to bring up that color a little bit more so you can see it and that the dark brown didn't overtake that. So if you're on, make sure you say hi to us so we know that everybody's here. Because I know we're having some issues. Now with that sand color, I'm going to use that as my liner at the bottom. And just soften up. I'm doing a kind of a thicker line, but still very neutral, not as dark. Okay. So now let's say, oh, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's a little, hey, Jeannie, maybe that's a little bit too dark. You know, once you take a step back and look, that's why it's so important to look at every step that you're taking so you make sure not to get it too dark. Now I can go back using that neutral color and just brush some of that over it. You can already tell how that kind of lightened it. It brings the light part out, mutes the darker side of it. And then I can take a blending brush and blend even more. So you can blend it down if you need to. However, just watching and making sure what level you're at is the easiest step. Because remember, it's easier to add than it is to take away. And so if I get it to this point, and maybe once I do my foundation and get everything on, it might look different, where this will be fine. So keep that in mind if you do your eyes first before the foundation, because this is all the color that you're seeing plus the red lips. And so make sure you can envision that entire picture. So now I'm going to stop with the eyes, take my powder and just swoop underneath to make sure I don't have any fallout or anything there. And then using the concealers. I love these things. They're so amazing. And just tapping that in place. You want to be very gentle to the under eye area. Oh, fun, Jeannie. Jeannie is baking for her son's birthday today. That's awesome. Are they coming over and are you celebrating today, or how old is your son? All right, so I'm just blotting, tapping. Again, you can do this. If you do it with your hand, I would recommend doing it with your ring finger because that's your weakest finger. I just feel like I don't do as much damage just blotting this. How is a luminous concealer for wrinkles? So it is a traditional makeup. So it's going to give you more of that traditional, that makeup look, which I like sometimes. But because it doesn't move and because once it's set, if you notice I'm using one side and then the other, it's great because it won't settle into wrinkles and crinkles. You're working it in and you won't have those issues. All right, I'm going to go in with a lighter concealer and do some highlighting right there. Oh, how fun! That sounds like fun, Jeannie. And right now I'm just going in to blend that so I don't have any harsh lines. Candy, you just did some errands. I'm blending that a little bit more. So those give me a lot of coverage. It really does make it look flawless. And then when I get to airbrushing, I don't have to go up all the way because I have that concealer. And so when I'm doing the airbrushing, I can just get to the airbrushing and not have to worry about, getting too close under my eyes, because again, if, I'm going to make sure that I don't have any buildup and enhance my wrinkles. And so if that's already set, I don't need to do anything else. So now I'll go in. This is Mystic Shade 3. Go in, making my passes. Now, with this, I do find that I don't have to do as many passes because most of my coverage is here. Well, I already did that with the concealers. And so it's really a matter of just blending it in, making sure I do get everything covered that I need to cover. You won't have any harsh edges or anything like that. And then you're set with the foundation. All right. Now, let's go in with the Cut 1 palette to do a little contouring. I'm not going to do too much. I'll do it very light. So I used the Nude palette and the Nude and Naughty palette. So with the Nude, where'd my Nude go? With the Nude palette, I used this one down here, and I kind of mixed a little bit of that and then some of the dark brown in the Nude and Naughty. So I kind of like hit all of them, which I like. And then I'm going to add just a little, no, I don't think I am. I think I'm going to leave the cheeks because I don't want too many colors happening today. So I'll go in and I'm going to add the Optics palette and get me a little bit of shine. Right at the cheek, high cheekbone area. And then look how pretty that looks with the red. Right at your Cupid's bow. I love that. And then, of course, you can finish off with mascara. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do eyes right now. So I'm going to curl my lashes. Curling them right at the base. And then adding my mascara. I use the larger part of the brush to get the mascara on. And then I'll use the smaller part to go in and separate or straighten the lash. And I did use that terracotta color underneath, so the liner underneath is a lot softer. And go in and separate that. I mean, I tell you guys all the time, I could sit here and fiddle with my lashes all day. So sometimes it is easier just to put eyelashes on. I don't like them sticking. But that's why I like the tip of this brush, because I am able to separate it and get it even close to my nose without hitting my nose. And there we go. Ooh, I like it, I like it. So there you go. Eyes are done. And so with that matte, muted colors, again, I could still blend this out a little bit more if I wanted to. But once you have everything on, it makes sense. So make sure, depending on the order that you go, whether you do foundation and everything first and then do eyes, you need to, or eyes first, you need to envision the whole thing. And most of the time, like I could even go back and tweak certain things after I was completely done and take a step back, look in the mirror and like, okay, what's drawing my attention? Where do I need something? Where do I need to blend something off? So make sure that you do look at the big picture. All right, guys, there you go. There's our 3. Hey, we're going to be back. I'll be back at 5 to finish us up for our Tuesday. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope, Jeannie, that you and your son and family have a great birthday for him. Candy, I know your birthday's coming up too, so that's awesome. All right, guys, I will see you later. Bye for now.